Hello, and welcome to Data Sunrise's functionality demonstration. In this demo, we will show you how Data Sunrise protects an Amazon DynamoDB database from unauthorized access attempts, masks query results, and how it audits database activity. For the purpose of this demo, we have installed Data Sunrise on an Amazon AWS EC2 instance. We recommend disabling direct access to the database and allowing only access from Data Sunrise's IP address. First, we need to create a target database profile. We connect to Data Sunrise's web UI and navigate to Configurations and then Databases. We create a new profile. We set a logical name of the profile, and you can use any name you want. Then we select Database Type, DynamoDB. Set AWS region the database is located in. It's US West 1. Note that the database's hostname is auto-completed once we've selected a region. Then we need to set the database's port number. In this instance, it's 443. And select protocol. We use default HTTPS. Note the authentication method drop-down list. Its possible values are regular and IAM role. Regular means that a standard secret key and access key pair is used for connection, and IAM role means that all client applications of the EC2 instance will get full access to the list of your Amazon users. For this demonstration, we'll choose regular. Then we need to input the access key and the secret key we received from Amazon. Now we need to open a Data Sunrise proxy on our Amazon machine. Server local, proxy, all IPv4 addresses, and proxy's port. The proxy's port number should be similar to the database's port number. And again, it's 443 for the purpose of this demonstration. Note that you need to open this particular port in the settings of the security group associated with your Data Sunrise EC2 machine. Now we can save the profile. Let's start our demonstration from the database activity monitoring. Let's assume that we need to log all queries directed to our database. To do this, we navigate to the Audit section of the web UI and then Rules subsection. We click Add Rule to create a new audit rule. In the Rules settings, we set the rule's logical name, which can be anything you would like to call it. Then we select Target Database Type, DynamoDB, and choose the database's instance, which is the name of the target database profile we created in the previous step. Let's assume that we need to log not only queries, but also query results. So we check the Log Data checkbox. Since we need to log all queries directed to our database, we leave Filter Sessions as the default and proceed to the Filter Statements. Here, we need to select the Object Group Filter and select queries we want to log. In our case, these are query, put, update, and delete types of queries. Now we can save the rule. Okay, let's query our database. We use a dedicated JavaScript shell for DynamoDB. We connect to the database through Data Sunrise's proxy. Note that we need to specify the proxy's hostname here. It's the DNS name of the Amazon virtual machine Data Sunrise is installed on, and both keys. So we've connected to the database through the proxy, and now we can send some queries. Let's execute a query. It's done. And now we can check the results. We navigate to the Audit section, and then Events subsection, and see a list of queries captured by Data Sunrise. We open one query for details. In the Event Details, we see basic information about the query and information about the session. Also, we can see the query's code and query results. Now let's proceed to the data security demonstration. Let's assume that we need to protect our table from editing. To do this, we need to create a data security rule. We navigate to Security, and then Rules, and click Add Rule to create a new rule. We set the rule's logical name, specify our target database. In the Action subsection, you can see that the block action is selected. It means that all queries we define as prohibited will be blocked by the firewall. Then we go to the Filter Statements subsection and select the Object Group Filter. Here, we need to specify types of queries we want to block. Since we're going to prohibit modification of our table, we check Put, Update, and Delete types of queries. Then in the Process Query to Databases Schema's columns, we select the table we want to protect. We click Select and select our table from the list. Then we save the rule. Now we can try to execute a prohibited query. For example, we try to delete an item from our table. And as you can see, the application informs us that the query is blocked by Data Sunrise. Now let's proceed to the dynamic masking demonstration. Let's assume that we need to obfuscate the output of the last name column of our DynamoDB table. We go to the Masking subsection of the Web UI and create a new rule. We set the rule's logical name, select Database Type, and Database Instance. We leave all settings as by default and navigate to the masking settings. Here, we select Columns to mask. As you can see, only the ID column is displayed, because it's the table's primary key. No other columns are displayed because of JSON documents' indistinct format, so we need to specify our last name column using exact name. Then we select a masking method to use. For this demonstration, we're going to make it fixed string. In the mask value text field, we can specify a string that will replace the actual column's contents. We will use the default one, masked. Now let's check the results. We connect to the database through the Data Sunrise proxy and execute a query. And as you can see, the last name column's value is replaced with masked string. Thanks for watching this demo and for your interest in Data Sunrise.